What's up, everybody? This is Fireman here, and I'm back to give you guys a new tune, or not a new tune, but a tune on GT7. This is gonna be my first one out of many. This is gonna be there's so many cars as it is ridiculous, and this is all gonna be road cars because it's not the fact that there's no good Group 1 cars. It's just most of the Group 1 cars I don't think are going to be able to stick with a lot of the road cars. And there's a wide variety, and I will let you guys know this right now that there will be a point to where I won't be posting specific cars because I don't own them at the time. Because a lot of the cars that not a lot, but some of the cars I'm missing that I want to put out tunes for you guys are all locked behind either getting them randomly through the roulette tickets or by getting lucky enough to get the invitation from the roulette tickets. So it's just a day by day thing that I'll be doing that hopefully I can get a ticket that gives me that either gives me the car or gives me the invitation to get the car. So but this one will be for the GTR-NISMO. I will also let you guys know this that these tunes are gonna be variable in speed. Whatever speed I tell you guys that I'm posting these at, that speed is based off of off of the direction of the wind, because the wind in this game is kind of a big factor. It's not a huge not a huge factor, but it's a pretty big factor because, as you guys will see when I go onto the track, it's gonna either push your car or it's gonna pull your car. I guess to say it's gonna either give you an edge or it's gonna push your car. Give it more wind resistance. I guess you say. Well, this is a 273 tune. Um, majority. I repeat, the majority of my suspension setups for the cars I'll be bringing up for tunes are going to be in this configuration. Just it's going to be variable, of course, for the ride height and the natural frequency, and the camber. You want all your cars. The best thing I've found out is just have them slammed to the ground. If you have it the way we used to do it, with the nose up and the rear end down, it's not going to give you the maximum top speed you want. I have not tested it to see if it gets a better draft, but I'm pretty confident that either way, if you're getting a higher top speed with this, you're most likely going to get a higher draft speed with them being slammed to the ground versus how we used to do it. The anti-roll bars, honestly, I kept them stock, at least to my knowledge, at least. I was gonna mess with the tunes again after doing all of it, but anti-roll bars, I'm leaving them stock. It's up to you guys if you want to mess with the anti-roll bars. That's completely up to you. But it depends on how the car handles, really. So it's gonna be variable. The compression you want all the way maxed out to the right, and the extension you want all the way down to the left. And I'm pretty confident they're all 40 and 30 respectively for compression and extension. If not, they're maybe 20, but most likely they're going to be these numbers. Natural frequency, as I said, all the way down for the rear and front. And as I said, this will be variable on the car. And I'll let you guys know what's going on with certain cars, aka the mid-engine cars, in later tune videos. I'm not going to ramble on about them in this one. The camber, I'm pretty much keeping it roughly around 3.0. I do know that camber is a decent factor. It's a big factor in the turn, but not that big of a factor on the straightaway but it's a big factor because if you have no camber in the front or the rear, the way it's set up, the rear engine should kick out from you, and you're gonna be gone. You're right down the bottom of the turn, and you gotta play catch up at that point. So you want at least 3.0. The minimum I have on some of them are gonna be 2.5. So it's gonna be on how you guys think you guys want camber, but a general points for it is 3.0. And then the rear, it's gonna be between 1.5 and 2.5, 2.0. And of course, no toe angle. The differential is all on you guys. I don't really mess with the differential anymore because in my mind, it doesn't really do a whole lot in my mind, at least for, Route X. I'm pretty confident it'll do very well on like road courses, stuff like that, but this is top speed. It doesn't do anything in my mind, at least not for top speed wise. Now going over to the transmission, I will let you guys know this, that the update that we got says it fixed the top speed little glitch that they had, but I found out through one of the cars that I'll be posting that there is a cap you can only go to on the top speed before it actually starts doing it again for the glitch. So to my knowledge, at stock transmission top speeds for this one, for the NISMO, it's 320. I believe it's 80 plus 80. So with this, it would be 400. It would be the max to my knowledge. I'm not really sure. I really do not know. It could vary for all the cars, or it could be the same for all the cars. I'm not sure. I've only had to have this one issue because the way I tune the transmissions now is just taking the final and bringing it to the left and getting the gears to somewhat match up to the speed that I can from what I remember from kilometers to miles, because for some reason all the tuning sheets for all the cars have kilometers per hour instead of miles per hour for me. And I'm pretty sure it's the same thing for everyone else that runs miles per hour instead of kilometers per hour. I don't get it. I really don't know why this is a thing. I'm not sure if it is an actual just something that didn't get implemented, or if it's just something that was supposed to be implemented and you can't change it. I'm not sure. Kind of difficult for me to tune them, but it's how it is. And it's actually not too difficult because from doing fine tuning on Sport and on GT6, I kind of know what kilometers per hour I'm looking for to hit top speed. But from here, you guys shouldn't have to touch any of the gears. The only gear you probably will have to touch, honestly, is fifth, or gears really that you'll have to touch is fifth and sixth. Fifth gear should be at this, but I'm not sure. But it should be at that for stock speed without touching it at all. But sixth gear, I don't have a stretch. I have it shortened so that way you're not bogging out when you shift it going into a draft. And that's gonna be pretty much it. I'm not doing anything nitro wise because the NOS, gives you speed, but I don't count my top speed with NOS because you only have it for so limited time. I do know there's settings for lobbies to do that to make it where it can last the entire race, but I'm not going to count that. But just to reiterate for the transmission, don't touch the top speed going past 80 kilometers per hour past the top, what it does stock on there. So you want to pretty much take your top speed, make sure it's the stock. So just take your final customizable racing transmission, put it to the normal transmission, and then bring it right back, and then that'll give you your guys' top speed to make it real quick. If you guys don't remember what top speed was, and then just go into the manual adjustment and do the final gear, like I said, and tweak the 6th and possibly 5th gears. But yeah, well, other than that, I'm gonna head out to the track to show you where it hits it, and where the wind is the pretty big variable. Now I'm pretty confident this is just like how it was in GT6 and Sport. All the top speeds are on the back stretch. All of them are on the back stretch. I don't count anything for the first straight because it's never been exactly accurate. You can go, I could go 275 at the bottom of the hill, but I won't hit that on the back stretch. It's wherever it can hit by itself at a pretty good speed. Now, with the addition to oil changes, you will have to make sure you keep an eye on your oil change. I still don't know to this day what the average miles to put on a car before an oil change is due. If I'm correct, the NISMO I have here, I'm pretty sure it hit 150 miles, and I had to get oil change because I was down to 945 miles. But I'm not sure. Now the thing about it, for the tune, if you guys aren't exactly hitting the speeds, I have specific things purchased for this that are equipped to this. But it's however you guys want to run them. I'm trying to get the max speed out of it. I know a lot of people don't try to go for specific things, but to get max speed, I will go over to the tuning shop to show you what I run to you guys on pretty much every car that can have it available, because all the cars are kind of different. Depends on what you can't grab for engine parts and for weight reductions and stuff like that. And like the weight reductions and certain things are permanent. The other ones are interchangeable, and that's gonna be very good, honestly. Now with the current speed of the wind, it may push me, it may not, it probably won't. I'm looking at the speed I'm at right now, but as I said before, a little bit earlier in the video, the wind on the direction on the wind is going to be your biggest factor. If it's not pointing in the same direction you're going at the current and how the map looks like, you're not going to hit the speed. And as we're seeing right now, I can only go 266 right now. The reason why is because the wind is not pushing straight up with me. I do know, and I'm not lying, but I do know that this thing does hit 273 when the arrow is almost either straight up and down, technically, with how the map is laid out, or when it's slightly tilted up from the flat perspective. If it's slightly tilted up towards like a northwestern, I guess to say, position, then you're gonna be hitting the 273. But it's gonna be so random on what speeds you get when you go into a lobby, because you can't change anything in the lobbies, which I don't like. But I'm hoping they fix the lobbies. I mean, lobbies are okay right now. I'm happy that we got the money, that we can earn money back, but there's so many more things that they should add to the lobbies in order to make it where you don't have to, where the host doesn't have to leave and everyone else leaves, and make it where we can change either tracks or at least change the event settings at least. I mean, I thought that was a thing that we're gonna be able to do, but nope, we can't even change the event settings, so that's whatever. But yeah, I'm not gonna continue rambling on about any of that stuff. I'll probably slightly ramble on around all the other videos. But yeah, this is what what it'll hit right now. As I said before, it will hit 270. I know that for a fact. And if you guys don't want to, you can have it in automatic, and it will hit the 273. But the second you hit the 274, it will shift in the 6. I will let you guys know that it will shift in the 6. But it is a automatic, like I say, friendly tune. That's what I'm gonna try to do as much as I can on all my tunes, make it where if no one likes to run on manual, you can run it automatic. That's what most of my tunes should be at, if not all my tunes should be at. Other than that, if you guys like the video, hit the like button. Also share it on social media if you guys can. Currently right now I haven't really shared it on like Facebook or anything like that, mainly because I don't have a exactly direct way to do it right now. I mean, I know I can do it on my computer when I said upload this, but sometimes I don't have time to do it. Honestly, I'll be posting these and have to do something else right after that, and I just don't. I'm just busy for most of the week, but I will be trying to post these as often as I can. Definitely on days I am more available. But also subscribe for more videos, and I will see you